Fresh. Avery Sherman.
That's me right there. My do-rag.
That look like you in the
That's my shorts. My little heart on them. I knew that was because I see my do-rag strings hanging. But I'm really not in this video besides that, I don't think. Bro went crazy with this thing. Solos. Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Avery Sherman podcast. It is me, it is him, it is I. The real trail meat cleaners and squeak host, Avery Sherman. We back with another episode, man. We in here with heavy hearts, man. We is in here with heavy hearts.
Crazy.
I got a guest, special guest with me. We ain't gonna dive too deep into who my special guest is, but just know they're gonna be around for some more episodes, and y'all gonna learn more about them as we go. You could introduce your name, bro, if you want.
Most deaf. We're gonna go by the name of Twan for right now. It's just Twan. That's what I'm
Twan.
for.
It's my boy. So, fellow Chicagoan.
Half an hour.
We could definitely say that's how we, me and bro, had, bonded over Chicago and just the city and how much we love where we from.
I miss it.
Miss where we from. Miss just being there.
Miss it so much.
And it's like, it ain't like we couldn't go back to live there though, but it's just like, Chicago is expensive first off. And it is like, I won't say it's not jobs, but it's like, it's a unique place, you know. Definitely career, like.
It's a thing. It's a heavy out there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Most of the good money jobs, almost everything is career. I mean, yes, you can get fast food jobs and everything too, but there's still like 1 million people applying for those jobs. You know what I'm saying?
It's not ideal.
So yeah, it's just not the ideal workplace if you're not like deep into your career or just trying to survive. Like obviously if you're trying to survive, you probably aren't going to be moving. You're just going to be staying where you're at trying to survive. But to not be living in Chicago and then maybe you're doing more than surviving. You getting by, you doing, head above water, you well off to an extent. But maybe you're not, cemented in your career or something. I wouldn't suggest moving to Chicago. Because it's just like I said, it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people there. It's a lot of people applying for jobs. It's a lot of people applying for everything that's there that you would want to move somewhere and take advantage of or something like that.
Plus it changed so much. I went back to Chicago recently, and it's different from Chicago I knew. The feeling is different.
Right. It ain't the feeling like 90s Chicago, early 2000s Chicago no more. It's not that feeling like. But then I wonder, for the kids who are growing up, it probably is. I mean, they don't know the feeling that we had, but the feeling that we had is probably the feeling that they have.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like,
over with that shit.
like it's home, or like I know like you said about if you're not feeling the same. Like for me, how it doesn't feel the same for me is just like it felt safe when we was kids. But I won't say safe. It seemed normal, and we wasn't really scared of it in a sense.
Pretty much. It
you know what I'm saying?
No.
But like, like I wasn't too far removed. Like from 1990 to around 2004, I want to say Chicago has a murder capital somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Most murders in the United States.
We was up there.
And we was there. You know what I'm saying?
I remember viewing the polls a few years back. I think St. Louis and another place beat us out. I think it was like third or fourth on that list at that time.
For all 14 of them years?
Yeah.
I'm saying 1 year out of them 14.
Oh, well, yeah. 1 year. Yeah, definitely.
From 1990 to 2004.
Almost definitely.
One of the years
we
had the most murders in the United States, I think. I can check that up, just on some checking it up shit, but
definitely back.
But like,
I'm almost positive he was.
You know what I'm saying? So, but we still felt like it was home. We felt like it was a fun place to be. We felt like we could go outside, go to cousins' them house, we could. And then now we're like, man, we don't know. We want our kids running around out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
My son's mother wouldn't go for it.
The kids who's out there, they probably looking at it the same way how we did. Like, it's safe, like it's cool, you can play outside. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know what you're doing when you're out there. You gotta be out there for a minute. If you don't know how you're moving and you're in different parts of Chicago, certain ways you move in one place, you can't move in another. That has to be a target real quick.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take away from the city, but this is gonna be an interesting podcast as far as like how we are talking about the city, because like I said, I don't want to take away from it, but I don't want to glorify
what
the negativities of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good and bad with everything. Obviously, Chicago has no different than anything else. It has its good as it has its bads. So we're gonna go over both of them in a sense. You know what I'm saying? We'll discuss, or I'm sure we're gonna shed light on both of them throughout the podcast. Is what I'm saying basically. But like I said, man, we in here with heavy hearts. You know, at least I am. I ain't gonna lie. And the main reason I say I have a heavy heart over the situation is because, all right, being from that, bro from Chicago, and like his time period, the rappers that started with him is like the birth of the first of the rappers that really was getting a national fame, national publicity.
Busy with it.
You know, that talked about or that represented the Chicago that I always known it to be. Kanye West didn't really represent it to be the Chicago that I always known it to be. In a sense he did, but in a sense he didn't. Like, he talked about it,
Definitely.
but his image wasn't it. But in a sense, I still can't say his image wasn't it either, though. But it's just like, they started talking about it in the way you wanted to hear about it.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they put Chicago on their back, and when you seen them, you already know straight Chicago.
Straight Chicago. It wasn't a thought or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Kanye West, when you see them, it wasn't just screaming Chicago. You feel me?
Kanye West.
R. Kelly.
Kanye West.
When you see him, he's not just screaming Chicago. Them cats are screaming like pop icon, superstar.
Hold on. R. Kelly was Chicago?
What you mean?
R. Kelly was from Chicago?
Stop playing.
I'm dead serious.
Stop playing.
Shit, I didn't know he was from Chicago.
Stop playing, bro. You cap. You cap.
I just want to say there's a lot of things I close my eye, I am off to. Like, I put myself in the show. I pop out when I want to learn some shit or when I'm trying to see what the fuck is going on.
Look, now you got me looking because like,
I want to make sure because if he's so damn, I didn't know that shit. We got to fact check real quick.
I know I ain't tweaking.
He probably right. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Damn, he was from Chicago.
Not only that man holds it down, like
shit, I know he holds He was something
He had I think like Jordan used to go hoop at his crib or some shit. Or he used to got Jordan runs and shit.
What
like,
the fuck?
He had a crib out there in Frankfurt or something like that. I rolled past one of his cribs one time. I forgot where it was at.
I ain't know this, man.
What's that one school? Lincoln Way East? No. Is it Lincoln Way?
I think I know
what's out there in
about.
Frankfurt? Ain't Lincoln Way in Frankfurt?
I think so.
But yeah, I think he had to come out there in Frankfurt. But
damn.
But still, like I was saying, like when you see Kels, he don't scream Chicago unless he do be Bulls geared out. I want to say he got on the Chicago Bulls hat right there.
I mean, this was a prime example right here. Like, shit, I didn't know R. Kelly's from Chicago. He don't scream Chicago, so I don't fuck with that guy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, nobody really did, that had the national spotlight. Bump J, he was repping, you know what I'm saying?
I know
he was giving strong Chicago vibes, but I just didn't think he had the national spotlight at the time. But I ain't gonna lie, no diss to Bump J, he did have that song on NBA Live 2004 too. So he definitely was like out there, like motherfuckers knew who Bump J was, but it was just like the way with the media and how with the internet and everything, how it was being around the time that bro was taking off. They just was really Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So the heavy heart, like I said, bro from the city and like anytime you see somebody go from you've been through the city, you know the real life poverty that folks is living in.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So anytime you can see some young cats taking that situation from one to another without having to use guns or harming somebody to do it physically, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just making music. No matter what the music is about, it's just music at the end of the day. No different from a diary, no different from a picture, you know what I'm saying? So, they did that, and like I said, so I got a heavy heart too, because like I said, when I see them all coming out, it's time to start saying some names, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But like, Chief Keef and I'll say the first two I heard of was, alright, first I'll give a shout out to King Louis. I was hearing the name King Louis on the radio a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't say a lot, but it was like a few different times. Like maybe they was advertising like one of his shows. Oh, King Louis gonna be here. I want to say one time on like Ricky Smiley in the morning or Dave Joyner, one of them little morning shows or something like. They like King Louis from to play the new King Louis song. You know what I'm saying? So then, alright, but I never seen who he was or nothing. And whatever the song was, I didn't end up really knowing that. It was one of his first big ones, but I didn't really end up like digging it all like that much. Or I didn't really get into it or whatever. But I was hearing about the King Louis. And then a lot of the time, I thought they was talking about Kanye West. Because he was a Louis Vuitton dog. So like the first few times I heard the name King Louis on the radio, I'm like, oh, it's something about Kanye West, you know what I'm saying? But then, alright, my boy showed me Chief Keef I Don't Like video on World Star one day. He called me over here, hey, I was somewhere like in the outside, so he come look at this video. Look at these dudes, woo. See, look, they just took off, okay, I'm looking at them. First thing first of the video that I peeped was Tato. Chief Keef cousin. Looked super familiar to me. I'm damn, where do I know dude from? What the fuck? Why do I feel like I know this nigga? But I'm like, I've seen a lot of people in life, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I know dude or whatever. But he does look extremely familiar. And when I knew him, he didn't have the dreads. That's what I said. I swear, like, I don't know if I really do know this person, but if I do know this person, they did not have them long ass dreads when I knew this. You know what I'm saying? So, because he's somebody you ever seen Tato, nigga, he not somebody you'll forget who they look like, nigga. Yeah, nah. That nigga's eyes is squinty and low, and the bitches is like green or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he just got a real unique look. So, I'm like, I already seen him before. But, alright. And then, I want to say he was blowing up more. I want to say around, if I ain't mistaken, whatever the next biggest song to come out after after I Don't Like, which I think was Love Sosa.
I think it was Love Sosa.
But when Love Sosa come out, okay, I'm like, damn, I'm thinking, I wasn't hating on them, but I'm just like, okay, they made a little video. They some little young, go get us from the city. They got some bucks. They made them a little video. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I'm never expecting it to be like blow up into what it blew up into, right? So
that shit was crazy across the city.
So around Love Sosa come around, I'm like, damn. I get the seeing like, all right, this is Chicago music or whatever. Boom. So I started looking up other love, seeing who all these other people is. I ain't gonna lie, I think after Love Sosa, I'm like, all right, fuck it. What's the like? This shit is some shit that's really going on for real in the city. And all right, tap in. So first thing I come across was Lil Durk, Jack Boys. To this day, I love that song. I ain't gonna lie.
I think the first big Lil Durk song I ever heard, and I think everybody know, L's Anthem. Everybody know that was what put me on.
Yep.
As soon as I heard that L's Anthem, everybody running around the city. L's out for them, man. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Straight up. Hey, so L's Anthem, that shit went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like that's when I knew. So like, Jack Boys came out. I think Jack Boys came out before L's Anthem. And by the time I came across Jack Boys, it was already out for like a little minute, probably. I'm sure. But okay. So, and he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, the things that I was into doing, you know what I'm saying, and on that song, you know what I'm saying. So, and I was running around, and I'm like, out of all these people, so I think by that point I had listened to at least a King Louis song, maybe for sure, Chief Keef song. I think SD has some music out around the time. I probably had checked out some SD, Fredo. I think Fredo had songs around that time. I checked out some Fredo. I want to say even maybe Lil Reese. If Lil Reese didn't have songs, he had verses on everybody's songs. So I'm like, okay, dude got his little sound and style. But the one who I said who had the most potential, the one who I was like, oh no, this dude gonna make it. This dude can really do this music shit. Like he could be in there, and I ain't gonna say like what I seen was he could be a pop star.
He could definitely do it.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Jack Boy song. Even on Jack Boy, like he auto-tune singing. You know what I'm saying? Like I won't say auto-tune singing, but like that was like okay, damn, he doing the auto-tune on some real tough shit though.
Definitely.
You feel me? Like
everybody figured out what auto-tune was because T-Pain made that shit available for everybody. I heard motherfuckers just started using that auto-tune. So
going crazy with it. And Wayne was already rapperizing it. Like T-Pain made his hit with it, I'm Sprung, which was a singing with the rap. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Melodic rap. Okay. Then Wayne used it on some straight like, nigga, I use this shit on every song and still rap over this shit like what? Wayne was going crazy with it.
He's so crazy.
But then
fuck out of it.
Durk turned it into like I'm gonna use it for the melodize the hooks. Not too much singing still, but just melodize the hooks and then I'm gonna rap on it. And that's what Jack Boy was. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Jack Boy, don't get Jack Boy. It's like harmony a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Tougher harmony. What you wanna call it? Like I can't think of the word right now, but like a grunge sound, rap harmony, you know what I'm saying?
Draft, pretty much, just a rough draft.
Yeah, and then he rapped on it. So then he came with L's Anthem, more harmony, you know what I'm saying? Still, even though he just saying L's up for them hitters, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit was just a harmony in a sense. And even though how he rapped throughout that whole song, you know what I'm saying? This ain't what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like
This ain't what you want.
all of them got the little harmony rap sound. So like I was like, damn, bro can really be a star with this shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I can see it now. You know what I'm saying? Just off of seeing the one Jack Boy video. Cause and then you know the nigga looked like motherfucking shit. Lil Fizz or one of them. He look like he can go fit right in with fucking Bow Wow and Chris Brown and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I said, dude, ass could down there pop this shit. So, that's why I say I have a heavy heart on the situation, because I just felt like, damn, like, I won't say I seen his stardom before he did, but I seen his stardom literally going back to 2012 summer. When I watched Jack Boy video, I said, damn, bro can really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see him because he know how to make the songs. You know what I'm saying? That was the reason I said it. So, to see Lil Durk in this situation now is just, it's hurtful, you know? Because it's like, in my sense, it's like, in my mind, it's like somebody I picked to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, damn. And not that I didn't pick anybody else or was saying that what they couldn't do, you know what I'm saying? But I just said this dude for sure, 100%. Like, I put all my money into it right now. Like, I think he could be like, you know what I'm saying, pop star, icon. You know what I'm saying?
I would say in that sense, yes, it is with a heavy heart that I say he's in this situation. In that sense, I'll put it that way. Just because I have views on Durk and everything different from yours, but
sure.
It's just the way I see the situation come. But from him putting on Chicago, you know, him doing that All My Life video, really, you know, doing that shit with the kids, really showing them, you know, the other side of him versus what they see from him in Chicago. That really painted a good picture in his image.
I only laughed just because how the internet was like, let's say he looked so awkward around the kids. He didn't know what to do and shit, but like, I felt like, you know,
he did look awkward as fuck in that video.
A little bit, you know, I won't say,
that motherfucker just moving,
you know, vibing with it, you know what I'm saying, but like, the Durk was out there like, man, I don't be around, you know who I am, you know what I be doing out, you know.
But kids, but
I ain't gonna say that. I feel like he was comfortable. I don't feel like he was uncomfortable. I felt like he be around his kids a lot, his nieces and nephews. You know what I'm saying? Other friends, other artists.
It just painted a good image for him shaking the hands with people in Chicago, which, in a sense, because of this situation, has backfired. We'll probably get into that a little bit. Mm-hmm. But him shaking hands, getting that village key. We'll get into that one as well, because that's still a shaky situation. But he still, you know, put a good image out there. Like, at least, you know, we trying to, you know,
clean it up. I could definitely give him that, you know what I'm saying? And I get that to Chicago cats in general. Like, I mean, Nip was cleaning it up, but at the same time, it was like Nip wasn't cleaning it up on some like corporate cleanup. Like, I ain't with that fuck shit no more. Nip was more so on some like, because Nip didn't need the corporation. He was all self everything, you know what I'm saying? So he was his version of positive, which was, I'm always gonna be neighborhood Nip. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know where I come from and what I do. And like, I'm never just tossing that to the curb and tossing that, like, that's always what it is. But I'm gonna be a uncle. You know how your uncle, you got the one uncle, that nigga still down there. He was down there, still get shit done, but he don't run how he used to run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's how I say Nip was doing it, where Durk was doing more so doing it like I wash my hands with that lifestyle, and that was wrong and bad, and I don't want nothing to do with it. He was trying to clean it up like that towards these last, you know what I'm saying?
These last
couple of months. Yeah, the last few moments, I could say, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Chicago cats be on. Larry Hoover, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to say David Barksdale, maybe even too, Jeff Ford. You know what I'm saying? Even Pepe Lowe and them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they all tried to wash it up clean, like, no, we done with that. That's over with. We're doing it in a positive, right way now. You know what I'm saying?
It's the youth now. We did this shit. They seen us, you know, doing it while they growing up, and now they want their turn. That's the whole thing about it. Like, we made this shit cool for them.
Right, and that's why it's messed up, because it's like, even if they try to clean up the image now, it ain't even gonna do nothing. For who was supposed to do something for. I mean, I'm sure it changes their life here and there. I ain't gonna lie, but it's not even these people's responsibility, and it's like, I mean, I won't say inevitable. It's almost like kind of like inevitable. If you believe in the Bible, like, you know, like, this ship gotta all the way crash before it can get back right. So it ain't no, don't get fooled on the thought that somebody can fix this shit or change this shit, because if you believe in the Bible, then
you know this shit gonna all the way crash before.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, if Chicago all the way crash just before it get fixed, it's gonna be bad.
I mean,
it's gonna be bad.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, what I said, and what I mean by all the way crash is just like, shoot. I mean, I think Armageddon has to come. I mean, before, you know what I'm saying, Chicago will ever see the day of it being, you know what I'm saying, where people would like it to be or where the potential it has to be. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the Bible tells us. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me believing in the Bible. Other people who don't believe in the Bible, or you know what I'm saying, they have their own thoughts and beliefs, then yeah, it can be back. It's gonna take a lot of radical change though, you know what I'm saying? But heavy heart for that reason, like I said. Felt like I seeing his potential, and he reached it. You know what I'm saying? And to see him reach the potential is just crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Just a little thing with that is like LaMelo Ball. Like, yeah, since his daddy told us, I've been right in agreement with his daddy that little dude is gonna end up being a better shooter than Steph Curry. And then I'm just throwing it out there, and we gonna see probably today that man went crazy the other night shooting runner one leg runner threes. I said, oh my goodness.
My goodness.
let me. I just want to throw that in there real quick. We gonna get back to topic, but that's another one that I feel like I'm watching and coming to fruition too. But to see Durk make it to the level where I always feel like he could be at and surpass it, even, you know what I'm saying? It's just damn. That shit crazy.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna be honest with you, 100% honest with you in this situation. I do believe he let his homies and the fans get in his head. All that slide for on.
I'll be right back. You can keep talking.
Bro, I promise you, all of that shit played a part in it. Everybody just trolling this man. Slide for Vaughn.
Yeah.
If he was probably thinking in his right mind, yeah, you know, what happened to Vaughn happened. You know, they're gonna have to fix that shit. Somehow, get back somehow, but don't make it so fucking obvious. This man has literally laid the paper trail from him just talking about it, mocking this man through his lives. The songs he put out, well, the 3 songs, top one right now, Beverly Hills. Motherfucker said he just described the whole shooting scene.
In Beverly Hills?
I don't know if you heard that yet.
I ain't heard that yet.
You gotta type into the Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is one. Aha. Aha is like, believe whatever we want. We got your man's here. Aha. Like, bro, come on now. Why you do that? And then Same Side. Same Side is another song I believe got his ass cut. Those 3 songs right there, just, I don't know.
Okay.
This shit was coming. This shit was long coming, but I also feel like in this situation, you know, no disrespect to them. I don't know these people like that, but Vaughn is to blame for all of this shit.
Okay.
Where Vaughn wasn't trying to be tough that night, because if you seen the video, right? Vaughn walked up on that man, and shit, I thought they was finna talk it out. You know, maybe a squabble was gonna happen between everybody. No, Vaughn walked up on him, pummeling that man, beating his ass like Vaughn, like everybody know Vaughn would. Vaughn was a demon, period. And then it happened. Vaughn hit the ground. Vaughn shot. They rushed him on to the hospital. Vaughn dead. Now everybody's screaming, get back for Vaughn, slide for Vaughn. Had Vaughn not done all that shit, Vaughn would have left. If his entourage and his homies would have saved his ass, or even got in the shit and tried to protect the money over everything,
right?
Save this man. None of this shit would have happened. Maybe, you know, something would have happened in retaliation a while ago, but everybody would have still had their lives that night. Vaughn lost his life. Slutty lost his life.
No, Slutty lived.
Slutty lived?
Yeah.
I thought that Slutty lived. Two other motherfuckers died, and somebody from OTF was blinking at the cops, and the cops knocked his ass off. I had to check back into that situation.
Yeah.
But I thought Slutty died.
No, Slutty lived. He got shot in the head though, but he no, maybe Slutty did die.
I think Slutty, yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. But somebody lived.
Yeah, Slutty died.
Yeah, okay. So Slutty did.
I think Slutty was the one that was blinking at the cops and shit in the situation, because I heard the cops just started shooting back at motherfuckers, and that's how Slutty died.
Yep. So
had that situation not happened, none of this shit would have happened, bro. This man just threw away his career, millions. This man has made money to the point where he could just, I'm finna just go chill somewhere. I ain't even gotta do this shit. Let y'all do this shit.
Right.
All of that shit is gone now.
Now, see, the thing, how I look at it is like when Von first passed away, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I had crazy feelings. I ain't gonna lie. And what I mean by crazy is like, I didn't know if I felt like I'll keep it real. I kind of was like, damn, did Durk have something to do with this? I ain't gonna lie. I'll keep it a buck.
That was a thought process.
I'll keep it a buck. Because it was just so crazy to me, the whole situation. Like, King Von had never just died in Atlanta.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you because I'm gonna just put it out there because this is the reason why I'm kind of biased in the situation, but I look at the whole thing, a bigger picture. I fuck with Durk now. Oh, I bumped their ass heavy. But my question is, I want to know this nigga, damn, Von died. I'm thinking,
I'm still in it.
How they get to Von? How did Von die? I see the article, I'm like, ain't no way. The demon?
Okay, right. And this before, so like, my initial thought too was like, before I see the video, I think that's when I was like, damn, did Durk have something to do with this?
I'm like, ain't no way. But then you gotta see that. I don't know if Durk even knew about it because you see the video of him on live, he bumping and shit, doing the thing. That motherfuckers just commenting, Von dead. He killed alive real quick.
Right.
That's what made me believe. I'm like, I don't think he had nothing to do with it this time. I think something else was afoot.
Well, they were saying something else about the live too, though, where it was like he didn't care. They were saying Von died and he was still alive, chilling and playing. And then there was a certain song that had played about that. I think they was listening to that one song where Von was like,
Siobhan.
my homie think I killed his cousin. Woo woo, because Lil Mister and Von.
I know what you're talking about.
And then Lil Durk and Lil Mister are supposed to be cousins. So that little stuff was brewing. And I'm like, well, damn, if Durk is telling Von to chill it on my cousin, and then Von not chilling it on his cousin, and that's really somebody he grew up with, then damn, does Durk want to take Von out now? You know what I'm saying? Because I know the thing about the streets is ain't no real loyalty. It ain't no real loyalty. If somebody is loyal to you, it ain't because of the streets. It's because they love you as a human being. Like Durk said in one song, he say, what's bro name? Who be with him?
I gotta think of the song.
Damn. He say, Duda. The one. No, not Doody Low. The one who got the dreads too. He about our complexion. He always be with Durk. Always be with him. I can't think of his name right now. They been going on the dates. He married, and so him and India and him be all doing they be doing the dates together. But he said he bought him a cross, but he won't cross me. That was what he mentioned in the song. He said Doody brought me an ice cross, but he won't cross me.
Okay, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, dude. Who I do think is probably one of the more loyal people to Durk. It ain't because of nothing that they did in the streets. It's because dude loved Durk as a human, as a brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When you do see the loyalty in the streets, it ain't because of the streets. It's because the person just loves the human being enough to not be disloyal to him.
That's what I feel like loyalty is. It's never what you do for a person. That person gonna love you no matter
right.
what.
You know what I'm saying?
That person over and they probably still gonna love you.
Right, and they gonna do something disloyal to you, something that you do out of mistake, maybe spilling their beans in a heated argument or something, or maybe you stole a little money from them, you know what I'm saying, like, because you was effed up at the time, you know what I'm saying, and you went and spent it on something for real though, like, man, I could buy the kids some food, I took $20, bro, you know what I'm saying, but I think a person who really loyal to you and love you ain't gonna just get down on you for that, they gonna understand where you coming from.
At least.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and we already know there ain't no loyalty right there to Durk because it's just in the situation OTF jam,
right.
got out that jam, jammed his ass back up.
Yeah.
Ran a wire, and Durk fed this man for 12 years while he was in prison. Like, what type of loyalty is that? This man fed you. I understand situation, justice, and all of that for what happened, but there's a certain that's criminal right there. This man got millions, and he made sure you were straight in prison 12 years, and you come out and you wear a wire around him.
Right. We're gonna get into it. Let me go try to wrap up this point real quick.
Man.
So like, that's why I was questioning the Devon dying in Atlanta situation. I'm like, damn, Durk and NBA was going at it first.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't really know what that was about. So I think it was supposedly about like a girl or something like that. Some girl maybe NBA had and Durk tried to holler at her or vice versa, some situation like that.
It's always about the chicks.
And then I don't know if King Von got into it because somehow, or maybe Von was trying to holler at the girl. So then YB was mad at Durk because he like, that's your man's, why you trying to holler at my girl or something like that? Like,
I think it was Von.
Maybe something like that. I don't remember the whole situation, but I feel like it was Durk and NBA first, though, because Von was just like not even giving that shit no real care about, because he a real, I didn't say he a real street nigga, but more than any of them two niggas, but he was still closer associated with the streets more so than Durk and NBA, whose careers had already taken off. Von shit was still in the process for the most part. So, motherfucking, I feel like he wasn't even paying NBA, no, never mind, like, nigga. So then, that's why I feel like the Durk and NBA clash happened, because NBA probably started pressing Durk more so, because like, nigga, we got songs together, woo, woo. Okay, we, you know what I'm saying, we done had our talks and we done vibed or whatever, like, why you ain't checking this nigga and telling this nigga, like, what it is. So, then, the Quando and NBA, the Quando and Von started going at it, I felt like, because they just both the underlings of NBA and Durk, you know what I'm saying?
They beefed and trailed off.
Yeah, right. So, this point I was trying to land was that I didn't know if Durk had something to do with it or not at the time. You know what I'm saying? And my little thought and theory, conspiracy on it was, damn, did Durk drop the low to Von, knowing how Von was going to react to the situation, and did he tell Quando them to keep them pipes on y'all? Like, keep them pipes on y'all. And as soon as he cracked the situation off, shit, y'all better get busy, because that's how. All right. I thought about that though, and I was like, damn, did Durk do that? You know what I'm saying? That was a thought at the time.
That was a thought.
And because I had seen like some shit where they were just saying like the YouTube should be so fucking.
It be the fans. It really be the fans.
Yeah, bro. It really be the people on you, the people, the creators sometimes. Because I'm watching videos and they're talking about like, you know, Durk's jealous of Von. You know what I'm saying? And this and that. And I mean, when you be around a bunch of fellas or just in life, man, we competitive. You know what I'm saying? There's been times you know what I'm saying, bro is a flip champion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure there has been times where you was like, damn, this nigga can flip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to outflip this nigga, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
Or, you know what I'm saying? There might be a situation where you like, shit, like, nigga, like, you know, we cool, or even with track, you know what I'm saying? It might be times where it's like, because track is more individual based, even though you got the relay, but it's still like,
bro, I still have beef for people.
On your track team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's just a competitive thing, maybe where it's like, you know, I'm always trying to go up against this nigga, yeah, because it's always him win or I win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the rest of you niggas, I beat y'all every time. You know what I'm saying? But
which is crazy. That's what you made me see him win.
Right. So, but I feel like sometimes, you know, the man camaraderie can just be competitive, and people can mistake it for jealousy, mistake it for envy or something, but really that's just two dudes being competitive. You know what I'm saying? So, I did feel like this too. I was watching them hoop one time, Von and Durk. And Durk was just fouling the man. Me hooping, being like a dominant. I like to think I was dominant. You know what I'm saying? I was taller than a lot of people and bigger. So
I wasn't really a person.
I could oppose myself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then
people would just hack me. You know what I'm saying? And even my homies sometimes. Hard hacks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at like, bro, you hating on me, bro. You can't stop me. Just don't guard me. Or just take the loss. You know what I'm saying? But looking back on it, like, nah, bro, I'm just being competitive. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am bigger and stronger and taller maybe, so I should be able to take a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a believer in that. So, but at the time, I hadn't kind of matured to that point yet. So I'm like, nah, look how they hoop. You could tell if a nigga your homie, he not gonna be hacking you like that just to try to win or something. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, it's a sport. You know, your homie
Right.
gonna let you win, and
Right.
your team too.
So it is what it is, right? So I put all that in hindsight to say that like shit. When I came to the conclusion that I don't think Durk had anything to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he didn't get set up King Von or anything like that. And so when Von passed, like I said, it was just a crazy time, man, motherfucking. And all right, he passed. Now, after Von passed, after I came over the thought of like, did Durk do it or not? Has him do it or not? In my mind, Durk wanted to get revenge himself. There was nothing that nobody could. I mean, yeah, everybody was trolling slide for Von. You know what I'm saying? But in my honest opinion, I don't think Durk really had nobody in his ear like, don't slide for Von, bro.
And that's the problem. Nobody was in it like, don't.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
though?
what the people want.
But I ain't gonna say that he got, in my opinion, I don't think that he got sent off, or I don't think he let the comments or shit get to him or the trolling get to him. Because deep in his heart, he wanted to slide for Von anyway.
In that sense that I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then on top of that, on top of not having nobody, I mean, on top of it being deep down in his heart, he wanted to slide for Von anyway. People trolling me about fucking doing it, and I really don't got nobody in my ear telling me not to. I feel like, as a man, like, as a human being, shit, you got to be a strong ass, free thinking ass individual to have not did what you wanted to do in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Just the same as a married man. Okay, so we got a married man. I'm gonna tie this up real quick. You got the married man, right? His girl done cheated on him. So we gonna relate that to Von passing away. Von passed away. Lil Durk and the married man. On Lil Durk's situation, Von passed away. On the married man, his woman stepped out on him. Deep down in his heart, this married man want to go sleep with some fine and sexy now. Deep down in Durk's heart, he want to go get that revenge. On top of that, all dude homies is telling them, nigga, you a punk ass nigga, you taking your wife back, and you ain't gonna get no, you ain't even gonna get you no sex.
When you put it like that, I completely see it now.
And the internet trolling Durk saying slide for Von. And then, on top of that, the married man, so outside of his friends, his father, his grandfather, maybe his brother, you know what I'm saying, his sisters, his close people, his close people who will advise him in life. He'll be taking their advice for years on, you know, don't do that, son, nephew, grandson, whatever, brother, don't do that, whatever. Whoa. None of them is saying, don't go cheat back. Which then put that married man in that room with something bad. And see what's gonna happen, bro.
He gonna slay some shit.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I look at it like, is that like you have to be a strong individual, Lil Durk, free thinking individual, to be like, you know what? Like, nah, I ain't finna go try to get no get back. And I mean, this is all allegedly, because I don't know if he got any get back or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that what he may have felt. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm sure he was hurt by the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he was angry and wanted some sort of revenge. You know what I'm saying? As anybody would when a loved one is taken away from them. You know what I'm saying? I want revenge for my loved ones when it was taken away from me by another human being. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's too far-fetched to put on anybody. You know, motherfuckers would want some sort of revenge, you know, for being hurt and having a loved one taken from them. So that's my thing though. I don't think that he really had anybody in his ear to say, bruh, that ain't even, I mean, if it was anyone, I would probably say maybe Big Durk, his dad, maybe. You know, was probably like literally the only person.
Maybe.
Maybe, and I'm only saying maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. But I don't think he had nobody in his ear telling him it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I still don't think that he did it off what anybody else wanted. If allegedly he did what they're alleging that he did, you know. But, so with that being said, you know, I'm like, damn, that's a tough situation to be in. And what we said that right there. That's a tough situation to be in, and it'll be hard for anybody to overcome that situation. You feel what I'm saying? And so now, with all the stuff, let's get a little bit into the case a little bit, man. So they have arrested Lil Durk, unfortunately. Say he was arrested in Miami or Broward County, Florida. I was just watching the academic shit and getting some of this shit from academics and some Twitter clips and stuff I've seen, but Florida, the marshals was holding them, or the sheriff's department was holding them for the marshals.
Yeah, the marshals came and got them. That's good. That's how you know you cut. The marshals come and scoop you up. It's different. The
marshals was coming to get them, and they saying that, you know, the member OTF Jam wore the wire on them for several years, and I don't think it really got like, well, they're saying like they got some text from supposedly from the iCloud off Lil Durk phone, allegedly, and they kind of got somewhat of I don't know if it's a statement or what, but they got some type of layout of what happened, of what they think happened or what allegedly happened and everything. They got some. I seen like 2 camera footage, just pictures.
Just pictures.
Yep, and then I seen it on Twitter, and then you know, whatever they allegedly have or whatever. But Lil Durk is arrested, and they trying to charge him for some type of murder for hire type thing.
My man's did try to get out of that situation. He did book 3 flights out of the country.
They were saying that he booked these, that he tried to trick the feds by booking these 3 different flights.
So he tried to go Dubai and Switzerland were the first 2. Then he had a private jet leaving Miami to go to Italy. I do believe Italy was his final destination.
You think he was going to land in Italy?
I think he was going to land, because he was in Miami. They said it was a private, leaving straight from Miami, straight to Italy. I believe that was his destination. The other 2 was to try to throw him off. Durk, because Durk knew. Why you finna do all of that if you don't? Durk knew. He definitely knew it was coming.
See, I'm still saying allegedly, because I don't know if he booked these flights or not. I don't know how they're tying these flights a little Durk and that. So
we gotta put it out there, but
all of this is
you gotta kind of look at it though.
Hearsay, whatever you like to call it.
You gotta kind of look at it though. Like this, if that was the case, he was about to get out of that.
Yeah, I mean,
he's definitely about to.
If that was true, if that is true, yeah, I mean, sounds like some deceivery to me, trying to deceive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm going. All of these say my name. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it was me, I would have booked 3 more after that. Goddammit, like,
and I probably would have shot out on the non-private. I probably would have sent the private somewhere. They would have had. They would have been on the private trail. I would have been on the regular not first class, regular economy.
Yeah, I swear to God.
With a shiesty on, like that, chilling.
They gonna definitely point your ass out. The shiesty. You remove the shiesty. Nah, I can't do that.
No, I can't do that, man. I would have had a COVID mask on. Fuck it. COVID mask, Nike Tech down to my eyebrows. You feel me? COVID mask, and some glasses too. What you talking about? They wouldn't know who that was. I would put the flight in Ooh, how you do the flight with somebody else's name though? Damn.
This
identity.
There was a thing where him
telling.
There's a little footage or something going around saying that he did tell motherfuckers not to book or rent anything in his name or certain people's names and shit like that too. So,
so they're trying to say they got off the iCloud.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what it was. Yes, I was trying to remember what you said.
Man.
Yeah. But this is all alleged.
Right, and I feel like he could beat this. I ain't gonna lie, as crazy as I may sound. And I'm hoping he does. This episode is entitled Free Lil Durk. I think he can beat it, and I hope he can. Cause first off, alright, we all speaking all hypotheticals, you know what I'm saying? But in RP to, everybody lost and gone. You know what I'm saying? And we spoke about Von, and we spoke about Lil Pab, and RP, rest in peace to everyone, and condolences to the family, the loved ones of me bringing up their names. I don't mean to renew any pain for y'all, but we're just speaking on this in content purposes and career purposes. But
to be honest,
I would blame it all on D-Thing if I was Lil Durk.
What?
R.I.P. to D-Thing, for real. But yes, my brother had my phone all the months. I was gone with my girl. I don't know what was going on. But then it's like,
he said, I'm gonna blame it on the
I don't know. Let me see, man, before I even sound crazy. Let me see.
Wait, which D thing? Because there is a few of them that I know about. So I was gonna say, we talking about his brother D thing.
Yeah, his brother D thing.
I think I'm pretty sure D thing died.
In 2021.
Yeah, 2021.
Okay, and then when did Lil Pab died in?
Lil Pab died in 2022.
Okay. But hold on. But when was all of this plotting supposedly going on? Because just because my brother was already gone don't mean that the order wasn't already in.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. But you got to think they've been probably surveying the whole OTF group, so it's just not. Even if it was out there, they looking at all of them. They got all of them.
So a year later. That was my brother's doings.
He said that with a straight face.
When he passed away, whoever it was in his second in command took over the hit, and my personal phone. Oh man, it's so touchy with these phones though, because it's like if they pinging the towers, back to where you was currently at,
then
who got your phone? Who around you?
Yeah. Who got the phone? So say it like that.
It's not me. One of my homies got it, but nobody else. All of their other phones are pinging back where they are at. But you're saying that so their girlfriends must have their phone, but they're with you using your phone. Is that what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they shit pinging over here. You got to think about all of this shit when you get to saying this type of crazy conspiracy theory of me trying to think they can get out shit. But I'm just saying, man, if there's some way that they could do it, I would blame it on my brother if I was him. And say I didn't have nothing to do with that. Yes, the phone is in my name, but you can't prove that was me using that phone. You know what I'm saying? All the phone, everything's in my name. But other people are using this stuff.
I get it where you're coming from, but there's a whole different, and not just me, you know.
Now, what's really gonna be the seal of the deal, though, allegedly, is the Wire situation.
The Wire situation.
If they got him, but then with the Wire situation is this though. With the Wire situation, they not tapping a place, they tapping a person.
Yeah,
the person gave them the rights to do that. So if they choose to come around you with it, that's what they chose to do.
I'm curious on this wiretap situation because they say he was tapped for several years.
Right.
This man just got out in 2022 for doing a 12-year bid. He was tapped for several years. So I'm like, was they tapping the phones and shit while he was...
How long he just got out?
Yeah, he got out in 2022.
What?
And they say he was tapped for several years. That's what
How was he wearing a mic for several years?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If he just got out in 2022.
He was wearing a mic in jail?
I'm thinking so.
That's how he got out.
We just speculated.
That's what my boy had said to me.
I'm asking this question, like, if he tapped for several years and he was doing a 12-year bid, he just got out in 2022. So they was tapped on the phones? I mean, obviously the phone's tapped if you call anybody in jail.
Yeah, they tapped regardless though. So that's not adding up. Because ain't nothing that he said ain't nothing Durk said on that phone that the wiretap picked up that the phone didn't pick up.
Obviously, because you're not gonna say that over no prison.
And you're not gonna say that over no federal phone.
Like, that's crazy. But I'm just
so yeah. That was good homework, my boy.
I'm looking at
everything all of the shit's been saying tap for stuff. He's been wearing the Wire for several years. He's been wearing the Wire for several years.
Everybody's talking. He did a 12-year bid. He got out. He did this and that. I'm like, okay, when he get out? They said he got out. I think it was like February or something like that of 2022. Could be wrong. Definitely check again. But what I seen, it was 2022. Now,
and that makes sense. He got locked up in 2010. Got out 2022. 12 years.
Now, here's the reason. I'm gonna just trail off here a little bit. Here's the reason why I'm gonna say Durk is cut. We're just going to scroll back real quick, make this real quick. 2019, he caught that case with Vaughn and that Atlanta charge. Now, they was going after him for that for the longest of time, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, early that year of 2022, Jam get out of jail. Now, we already know he tapped. Now, he back around Durk, talking shit. August 19th of 2022, if I'm correct, they dropped the Atlanta charges. Now, they wanted Durk and Vaughn bad for these charges.
Wait, when did Jam get out?
Jam got out earlier of 2022.
Early 2020. Okay, like February.
And Durk got this case from 2019. They dropped those charges, and
4 months later.
Fulton County just went after Thug.
But wait.
So you know they gonna want him, but they dropped these charges. So why did they drop these charges? To me, that only means they definitely want him for something else. Somebody knocked on the door. Hey, we got some more. We gonna need y'all to let that go real quick. The feds probably knocked on the door and said, y'all need to let that go. We finna scoop him for something else. And then that murder happened, I think of October 2022, sometime around that time. I hope my time frames are right. Love Pab dies.
Cause wait though, this is how they said the charges got dropped. Never. Wait. So the charges don't get dropped until 2 years later?
2 years later. They dropped these charges. Now, like I said,
August 22.
2022.
Vaughn died
in 2020.
November 2020. So they really could have dropped the charges and blamed it on Vaughn.
Because everybody was saying, he could just blame that shit on Vaun.
And they could drop the charges.
And the case over. But no, they were still pursuing him for that.
Right, they was. And then Jam get out, and then 4 months later they drop the charges. Damn, you right. I just seen a lot of these cop shows. That's exactly what they gonna do. They gonna go right to the little state shit and be like, "Hey y'all, fall back off of him. We got something fat on him. We want him to go back to moving how he was moving, so we could close this shit up." Because
the only reason somebody gonna drop the charges if any other, say they was anywhere else, they ain't got enough evidence to prove on you. We already seen what Fulton County did with Thug. Right. They went after him. Heck, they still holding Thug. Right. That lady over there in Fulton County is not playing. She wouldn't have let Durk go if somebody else said, "We got something bigger, we need you to let it go." That was above her head. Somebody she couldn't say no to. Right. Cause she on ass over there. I wouldn't go to Fulton County.
I agree. I fucking agree.
So it's just, I don't know. All that shit happened in 2022.
And what it was,
that shit is not meant.
When he got out,
he definitely checked that shit. I got that shit checking right there what I was doing. His jail sentence he was doing. He did 12 years. It says right here, Jam was released from prison in 2022 after serving 12 years for attempted murder.
No, wait. So how? Ain't no way Jam got out. Oh, wait. So hold on. Ain't no way they dropped the charges on the same day that Lil Pap died.
No. Lil Pap died in October.
No, I see in August, huh?
Did he?
Yeah, he died on August 19th.
Ooh, okay, shit.
So
then I must have mixed my times up. Then they probably dropped the charges on him in October. But I know they dropped those charges on him in 2022. Right here, what did Lil Durk? It just says prosecutors dropped charges against Durk in 2022, 2 years after Von Slam. Durk had denied his involvement.
okay, so that was in October that this article came out, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. A month after the fucking shooting.
I'm just saying something.
And then if Jam was wearing a wire from February when he got out, he got all of the murder talk
and everything. We know
on the wire.
He got Jam around him. We know Jam.
And then by the time it happens, boom. Now they know they got it. Somebody died in the murder for hire play. Boom, we got him. Called Atlanta, dropped the charges a month later. And then what is it right now?
It's 2024. 2 years later, they probably got all the evidence they need.
So then he been wearing the wire all of this time. Since then, talking about it, laughing about it, all of that shit. Yeah.
I feel like
if that wire, if it's true about the wire, it's gonna be pretty tough.
And the other reason I say I don't think he getting out of this one because you got to think when Thug hit that Rico, they was already talking about OTF and catch a Rico. OTF did catch a Rico for that Duck case. Now
that was OTF, that was O-Block.
They already said put Von at the head of that one. Yeah. They still wanted Durk for that. And they couldn't get him for that.
Plus, Duck mom put a lawsuit on Durk for that. She put a lawsuit on Durk.
Oh damn! I didn't know she found a lawsuit for that shit.
Yeah, she got a lawsuit against him for like basically saying that like he conspired with. I mean, he was in help with that with what Von did of putting the bounty on, and just his music and his affiliations and everything, and how he was moving and doing, created a violent culture of people to go after her brother. Go after her son. True. So she do got a lawsuit against him too, though.
But all I'm saying is they wanted him. Trust me.
Yeah, they wanted
to drop these charges.
Yeah, they wanted Durk.
They wanted him.
They wanted Durk for something.
They've been wanting Durk for.
And that's crazy how you just put that together in real time, like real life. Like y'all just seen, bro, put me on to that because them timetables. Cause that's crazy.
Yeah, when I look at this shit, bro, I kind of want my facts to be straight. I don't want to be talking about nothing reckless. If I don't know about it, I ain't trying to put no bad things or nothing. But me as a conspiracy theorist, I put it out there. I put that shit together. I'm like, as soon as they drop that charges, I'm like, how the fuck did they drop them charges? And I ain't think nothing about when Lil Pap got killed. They definitely slid and did that job. And then he started rapping about it. Beverly Hills, the most recent song. I think you got to check that one out. He kind of painted the picture with that one.
Give me a brief second. We're finna listen to Beverly. I'm finna listen to Beverly Hills.
It's a banger. Don't get me wrong. It's a banger.
Y'all not gonna be able to hear Beverly Hills because YouTube be on BS and like mess up my copyright on my podcast if I play Beverly Hills. So unfortunately, I'm gonna edit this part out. But
that one right there.
Y'all not gonna be able to hear it, but I'm gonna cut it out. But we're gonna tap it right back in right here. All right. Well, now that we're back after the Beverly Hills song, yeah, that was interesting. I got some notes here. I just want to get to my notes a little bit. I got King Yellow claims Jam snitched because Booney Mo was closer to Durk than he was.
and because OTF ain't helped when OTF Jam baby mom was killed. So basically, King Yellow was just saying like, oh, Booney Mo and Jam was locked up together, and they did something while they was locked up together to get more time, I think, and then whatever they did while they was already locked up, I guess Jam didn't like how Booney moved in the situation or whatever, so now he didn't like Booney Mo all of a sudden, and he was mad that when Booney Mo got out, Lil Durk was still cool with him and everything. So, and then they was saying that, like King Yellow was saying that Jam felt like OTF didn't help when his baby mom was murdered. I just got that as like a little side note. I don't know, if y'all haven't seen that video from King Yellow yet, I just gave y'all a little side note. But okay. I got the streets is the Wild Wild West, man. It ain't no, if you know anything about the streets, the streets been around before the mafia, before the mob, before John Gotti, before Lucky Luciano, before Bumpy Johnson. The streets was around. And you know where they was at and what they was? It was the Wild Wild West. And the dirty, sneaky, slithering politicians on the east. And then them outlaws started making their way back east, because that's where the money is at. So, and if you know anything about the Wild Wild West, man, it wasn't no rules. It wasn't no laws. You do as you want, do as you please.
That's right, look down.
If you was man enough to and good enough to do what you could do, what you had to do, and do what you wanted to do, and do what you could do, then that's just what it was. So no laws, no rules, no loyalty. That's the Wild Wild West. That's the streets. Street niggas. Alright. On the street nigga side, it's just like I mean, to me, a street nigga is a cowboy or an outlaw. Jesse James, the stagecoach robber, was a street nigga. What's young dude's name? Motherfucking damn, I can't even think of his name right now. But damn, I gotta remember his name. I gotta look him up real quick. What was dude's name? Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid. Street nigga. Outlaw. You feel me? So that's what a street nigga is to me. This, you in the streets making your money illegally. The streets is the black market. Anytime you breaking the rules and the laws, making money, you a street person in my opinion. The streets is only about money. Nobody joins the streets for the excitement of the streets. That may be an icing on the cake, or that may be something that they, that keeps them in it, or all type of things, something they got addicted to or something like that. But everybody wants to make good money out the streets. They want to make easy, fast money. That's the point of being in the streets. All the way from all the way from Billy the Kid, the Jesse James, all the way up to Lucky Luciano, all the way up to Frank Lucas and them, all the way up to Big Meech and them. They all trying to make the big money. They're all trying to make the good money, the faster money, the easier money, without having to break their back, without having to pay them taxes off of it. Tax-free money. So the streets is anytime you is breaking the rules and the laws. If you ask me, all them mayors that went indicted and got, all of them was street niggas too. All them Chicago mayors that Rudy Tomalanovich and all of them, Yeah, street niggas. So you got now, but when we talk about in the hood, in the urban community, you know what I'm saying, the gang, more so in the gang world. All right, I got the Lil Durk type, you know, and I got, he raised by a high-ranking gang member, Big Durk. Even though Big Durk was in jail most of his life, you know, I'm pretty sure it was ground principles and ground rules that he sat down with the mom, laid down through other family members of ways that he wanted his sons to come up. And so, raised by a high-ranking gang member, Big Durk, privileged to the rank of his father, people will look up to him and admire and protect him. Also will despise him and hate on him, and expect him to somewhat prove himself in one way or another. Will move more like a CEO and a leader, and will be able to have people do things for him. Now, that's just how I view the situation with Lil Durk. It's just that, like, everybody knew who his dad was. For the most part, niggas wasn't gonna fuck with him because they didn't want them problems of who his dad was.
But his dad is a changed man.
Yeah, now he is, but I mean, I'm talking about the time, when he was more so growing up. Even if he was changing around that time, it's still a reputation, you know what I'm saying? So, didn't nobody want to too much get involved with that unless you was ready to go to war with that, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like, he probably didn't have to do too much, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like there was a time where, he had to show, okay, the people who is keeping you from having to do too much, you gotta show us that you're at least willing to get down. If we ever have to get down, get down. So that's why I said he did have to prove himself to some type of a point in one way or another. But when I was really having this debate and my theory with someone, I was breaking it down as like, Durk is the son of a leader of this shit. So he's looking at it like a corporate situation because the leaders of the gangs is about the money. You know what I'm saying? And the leaders of the gangs be the big street niggas. So this goes back to me saying the streets are about money. So he looking at it like, even from young, he looking at it like, shit, I'll get somebody to get this shit done for me. You know what I'm saying? And not even in that situation, but just in the situation of, I'm the face of this shit. I'm the money. I'm the one who bringing in the money, so I'm not getting my hands dirty. And I was comparing the situation more so to a Lil Wet. Lil Wet, if y'all know anything about Lil Wet from Chicago, Big Wet, compared. So I compared it. I said, Durk is more so like I said, he the child of a high-ranking member, and then you got Lil Wet, who is the child of a frontline nigga. You know what I'm saying? Durk dad is a high-ranking nigga, and Lil Wet dad, not to say he wasn't a high-ranking nigga, but he was a frontline nigga for sure.
Definitely.
Niggas who going to get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? The niggas who holding them thing. And what I got with that was Lil Wet type, raised by a high-ranking frontline nigga. Pops was known as a person who didn't play and would shoot, so was feared and also hated and probably plotted on a lot. Made people want to cause harm to his family members even. When you know as to be a top shooter and shit, like, people start to not like that and will try to get your family or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And what I also looked at is how it trickled down to the kids though. How does Lil Wet move versus how Lil Durk move? You know what I'm saying? When in a situation where we can talk about it because Lil Wet beat this shit, but
Wet beat this shit, but I feel like this one's gonna be kind of hard.
No, this is harder with their situation, but that's just the difference in the type of street niggas. When Lil Wet dad passed, we seen what Lil Wet did. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. But yeah, so the last part I was saying, I think I was just saying that it's a difference between the type of cats that be in the streets. I think I caught all the definitions on there with the Lil Durk just being like the son of a high-ranking member, and he moved like a CEO, and Lil Wet
you know, being the son of a frontline nigga, and he moved like a frontline nigga. And Chief Keef just being like a product of an environment, and somebody was wise enough to tell him to get his and get up out of there, which he probably had been getting preached to since he was a kid, and that's what he did, you know. So, one thing I want to say about the streets is you got to use the streets, but the streets gonna use you, you know. And if that's to anybody that's involved in them, looking to get involved in them, which I don't recommend, but if don't nobody tell you, you better use the streets or the streets gonna use you. And that goes for every form and fashion of the streets. It's like I said, this ain't just gang stuff. Like I said, the mayors of Chicago, them was street niggas. All them ones that went to jail, you know, sex workers, y'all in the streets too. Everybody that's making all sex workers illegal money, but illegal sex workers, y'all is in the streets too. So y'all better use the streets or the streets gonna use you. And it's terrible, man. And you know, that's one thing I just want to talk about the streets. It's just that, like, it's just, you know, like I said, it ain't no loyalty, you know. And the term real street nigga, you know, to me, I used to be thinking that meant like some type of like realness or loyaltiness to something, but the real street nigga is a nigga who really move like he in the streets, which is the Wild Wild West, which means this nigga don't have a rule, moral, or law that he stands by and abides by. He'll do what he wants when he feels it was just to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in my opinion, that's a definition of a real street nigga. And, you know, the streets don't love nobody. People love the streets. And, you know, just like the movie Paid in Full, you seen what Richie was saying, you know? It's just he loved to be in them. He enjoyed having his name being known, you know? People fall in love with those things. But people get addicted to those things. But my original point was everybody's in it for the money initially.
Everybody in it for the money.
Maybe the popularity to turn into the money. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a money play at the end of the day. So use them or they gonna use you. As far as the case go, free Lil Durk, like I said, I'm wishing him well in this situation, and we're just gonna keep watching how that play out. You know, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about this in a future video, in a future episode of the podcast. It's because the situation just cracked off. So, not to dry y'all out. You got some more on the Lil Durk though, Ken? If you had some more to say about the seizure or anything too, though.
I say the only thing else we will watch with the case, we need to watch what happened with what is she? I think it's the state's attorney and the mayor of Chicago. They also in this mix too. Lil Durk donated $150K to the mayor of Chicago after his inauguration.
Right. Okay.
So we looking at that because they already asking the mayor, you know, you gonna get that money back. We talked about that key earlier that he got. They took that back. They revoked that. The people that gave it to him, so they no longer want him to have it. They don't want his name attached to it. I think like a couple of days ago, they dropped his nonprofit organization, the whole nine. Like they don't want no parts of Lil Durk name. And the state's attorney has helped him in some way, you know, something like that. So they're gonna definitely be looking into
Yeah,
them.
Kim Fox.
Kim Fox, yes.
She put her name in the song.
Yeah, so I believe he fucked her. I'm just saying that I believe he fucked her one time. But we gonna
definitely put her name in the song.
We gonna see what happens with that. We still waiting to see if the mayor.
Shout out Kim Fox.
We gonna wait to see if the mayor give back that $150K. The mayor gonna donate that $150K somewhere else. We did get a statement from the mayor. He did say he is not gonna judge a black man until, you know, the trial happens, because he's not saying he's guilty. He's not saying he's innocent. Me personally, I don't think he's trying to get back that $150K because it was after his inauguration.
Yeah.
You know, you only donate something like that before the inauguration, before, you know, they get in there to further their campaign.
Right.
So we're trying to figure out, why he give you that $150K?
Right. Okay.
You know, what Kim Fox, what's she doing for them? What illegal activities may have they been doing in Chicago that Durk needed to whisper in their ear like, I need some help. And they was like, everything come with a price. Just conspiracy, just a thing, but definitely
for sure.
gonna be tuning into that We gotta be paying attention to that. I want to see what happens. Because if anything happened and they try to uproot the mayor, you know, that's gonna be big.
That's gonna be big. Yeah.
Like I said, this could be bigger than anything, or this could go away real quick.
Right. I said he definitely shot Kim Fox out of the song. He said he gave her his skybox tickets to the Bulls game. So just throw that out there. But I mean, I ain't saying there was nothing bullshit behind it. But I'm just saying like, shit. He definitely connected in the city.
He's like, I had to look up Kim Fox. I kept hearing the name, and I ain't had that theory until I seen it. I'm like, oh yeah, he hit that one.
Okay. So yeah, man. Shout out to the city of Chicago, the hometown. Much love.
I need some I-57.
Shout out, huh?
I need some I-57.
You need some I-57.
Somebody bring me back a red tip bucket.
Shout out my neighborhood, Ada Park, Morgan Park neighborhood, Wild Hunnets.
That's what
you know. Hell yeah, Aberdeen. Shout out to Dean Block. Shout out Ada Park. Hey, you know what's crazy too? Just like on some like humbug shit, like so every so many years, I want to say, at Ada Park they do like a picnic called Roots. So it was a Roots picnic one year, and unfortunately, rest in peace, this was King Von's father's funeral. It was the day of King Von's father's funeral, and I didn't even know that was King Von's dad at the time.
I had to look up King Von dad. Boy, it looked like somebody spit that man out.
All three of them.
Bro, they all looking
Von
like that
son,
chin.
Von dad, Von. Yeah.
You can't mistake that chin. They all looking like, to me, to be honest with you, I feel like T-Roy is part of that family too. I know you said that's that best friend. They don't got no actual relation, but
right.
I feel like T-Roy look like them too.
Yeah, T-Roy do look like them though, straight up. So, it was his father's funeral and everybody's up there with these shirts. This dude with the perm in, he had his hair, you know what I'm saying, sleek down like Cat Williams with the hat on. I want to say his name was like Sly or something like that, Slick or Sly, something like that. But years later, I found out that was King Von dad. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But and just to close up that situation with Tato, I did go to school with Tato. That's where I recognized him from. I'm like, damn, why did he look so familiar? So at TF South, me and Taylor was at TF South in Lance. And they used to be in that bit Friday.
Famous people, I used to hang around with King Louis. I think that's where King Louis lived at. Okay. King Louis lived somewhere on Pulaski. I used to go to school at CHAS, Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences.
Okay.
And this chick I used to talk to, man, if you didn't pronounce her name right, because you pronounce it wrong, she would kick your ass. But she stayed in that area, and I started remembering.
It always be the girls with the hard ass names who feel like that.
Her name was Ashani. Dear God, if I called her Ashanti, it was over with. But I, realized where she was at because I used to walk through there. There's some other people that lived over there, and he did that fuck nigga video, and I basically walked through that block. And I see where, he was at. I'm like, fuck, is this nigga actually living?
Straight up. That's crazy.
That fuck nigga video is when I realized, because I know where that's at. It's a whole lot of SDs over there, too. Yeah.
He's a whole lot of SDs over there. Say, disciples up. That's why his ass cool with all the Mexicans. He is hella cool with the Mexicans, I ain't gonna lie.
Because look, if you take the 111th bus and you go down Pulaski, it's just gonna get worse. Your ass it's gonna be a lot of Mexicans getting on soon. And then if you hit 79th and go down, what school is that? What school is that? I used to go there for night school.
Start with a B?
I think so. So 79th. Oh my God. Is it Boyle? No, Bowman? No, it's not those. I'm thinking of the schools. We played.
Is it Bogan?
I think it is Bogan. I think Bogan. It's one of the bad.
I want to say my cousin wrestled for them.
It's one of the badass schools over there on 79th.
Orange? Was that school called Orange?
I think so. I only went there for night school, but like the bus route would drop your ass off. Right, you do not want to be on the bus with all them niggas when they get on the bus.
that B.O. Till I Meet Selena video.
Bro, yeah.
King Louis got all the Mexicans. Got hella Mexicans in that video.
But yeah, shout out to the Dearborns. I'm from that 27th actually in the Dearborns. Loudon Homes, Wild Hunters. Both my grandma stayed on 119th and Low, opposite sides.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, pretty much.
So yeah, man. Shout out Chicago, man. The hometown, and I'm gonna branch off into some other topics now, man. Like I said, free little Durk, man, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be talking about this a little bit more in the future episodes. But a quick run through my other last topics. You gonna shoot? Yes, sir, my boy.
Shit, please invite me back for the next.
Oh yeah, you know what? I got you. Say less. I appreciate you stopping through for this one. For real.
I wanted to. Y'all have a good day. Definitely check out the gaming channel coming soon. We gonna get my mans over here.
Hey.
As long as you look, we can do some sports games, but as long as you know how to like teach me how to play, because I'll play Madden. And any other game, y'all ask me some hypes, bro. I can't do it.
I'll get you right, bro. I'll get you right in the Madden straight up.
Definitely, bro. It'd be smooth.
You too, brother. All right, so some other topics that I had though. So that's all we're gonna say about that situation. We ain't gonna. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure it's gonna come back up in the future episodes, but we're gonna switch over to some few lighter topics. Well, sports. You know, I got a few different sports topics we'll run over real quick. But the Vikings lose again to the Rams. Week 8 just finished, and like I said, the Vikings lost to the Rams on Thursday night. I forgot to turn the game on, missed it. Got a text from a friend, and they showed me the score, and I was pissed. So I'm hoping we get it back together this week coming up versus the Colts. The Lakers are off to a good start, 3-0. Just watched them beat the Sacramento Kings 2 nights ago, or last night, and that was a good game. LeBron went crazy, triple dub. I did say a couple years back I felt like LeBron had took a little bit off. You know what I mean by that? I don't want to say like he's never in his life do I ever feel like he gave less than 110%. And I still feel like he gave 110% over the past 4 years. But maybe I'll say 105. You know, just because I feel like he dialed it back up just a little bit so he doesn't get a severe injury or anything like that. That way he is able to produce still while Bronny is in the league and when Bronny came. And now Bronny's here. I think he's back, pedal to the metal, and leaving it all out there, trying to get a ring so Bronny can have a ring, and so he can add another ring to his legacy. And like I said, I seen him come down full court crossover. I ain't seen him do that in a long time. Come down full speed, hit him with a crossover, get to the basket. I ain't seen him do that in a long time. He usually come down, give him a little body or, you know, a little Euro or something, but came down like young LeBron, man. Crossover right to the basket. The Yankees is down 2-0. Hopefully they can win these next 2 games at home. Aaron Judge has been 1 for 9 in the World Series so far, so hopefully he can hit a few home runs for us over these next 2 games. Those of you who do know, I am y'all know I'm a Yankees fan. Been loving the Yankees since I was a kid. I also like the Twins and the Cubbies, but yeah, Yanks. And last but not least, this is late, but shout out to the Minnesota Lynx, man. Y'all did a phenomenal job this season, and I hate to see you guys get robbed live on television by the referees, by the WNBA. You all played a terrific game. It was a great series. Came down to that last play. Breanna Stewart was not fouled. I want to say Sabrina was like 1 for 19 in that game. You guys really did y'all thing, and they shouldn't have robbed y'all. I guess they just wanted to not let you guys be the dominant franchise you guys are. They have probably won the most WNBA titles in the WNBA. I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. But if it seems like they try to take that away from y'all because they didn't want y'all to start the whole dynasty thing again all over with like they had with Maya Moore and them. So congratulations to the Minnesota Lynx, and big shout out to you all. We're gonna be closing the podcast down with that one, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and all my followers, all people who are subscribed. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you for your support. I pray that it continues, and maybe you share it with someone else who may be interested. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and just stay tuned for more episodes. It was a pleasure being with y'all today, and stay tuned for more episodes. Adios. I'll see you later. Hey, come back. Like off of Friday. Hey, come back. Straight up. But that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I'm out.
The Avery Sherman Podcast.